At the Tokyo Hand Store in Shibuya, a step on the staircase has the number -1.260 written on it. The step above reads -1.365. Why? I'll give you that one more time. At the Tokyo Hand Store in Shibuya, a step on the staircase has the number -1.260 written on it. The step above reads -1.365. Why? I'm going to apologise to everyone in Japan for my pronunciation of Shibuya. Shibuya? I honestly... It's a department store in Japan, okay? We'll just go with that.
That helps a lot. There are 365 days in a year. I know that.
That's immediately what I thought as well. They correlate to a day, a particular day in the year, possibly, or a significant date in the history of the company.
Or is there something to do with coordinates?
It's slow shoppers. That's how long it takes to get up the steps because there's just so many people. Maybe that's it. That's it, right?
Not quite.
Yeah.
Not exactly.
Oh, minus 1 point is... Oh, dear. This is tough.
And do they all have numbers on, or is it just those?
Yes, they do. All of those steps have numbers. I've just given you a couple of examples of them.
Do the numbers relate to a floor in the building, possibly? Like, it would be sort of 1 point something, 2 point something, relating to different areas.
Like it's on floor -1, but you're on the way down to -2. So you're like part of the way there. Is that what you mean?
That is sort of what I mean. Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
That might work if the numbers were the other way around, but in this case, as you go up, the numbers get lower.
Now, Tom, can I ask a question here? I may be mishearing what you're saying here, but did you say a Tokyo hands store? Like a store that sells hands? If there's anything that I've learned about this show, is that every piece of information is crucial. So I thought, I'll check that because it sounds like a shop that sells hands.
As far as I understand it, they might sell gloves or things like that, but it is a fairly upscale department store.
And the numbers, the second was -1.365, and the first was -1.260.
I wouldn't necessarily say first or second, but those are two numbers on the steps. Yeah.
So do the numbers relate to the step specifically, or could I take one of the numbers and put them on any other step and it would still work?
No, in this case, you would have to put that number on each step.
And the steps are sequential, so there would presumably be another step with a higher number after the higher number, and a lower number after the lower number. Do they go below 1 or above 2?
Oh, yes.
They do. Okay. But is there anything specifically interesting about these two that you decided to tell us about?
No. The question rises just being jerks. There's some numbers on some steps.
Okay, God.
I was thinking possibly something to do with altitude of the steps, or the heights of the steps, possibly, the sort of difference in heights between them.
Oh, sea level.
Sea level, yeah.
That's closer to it.
Is it distance from a peak of some sort? There are mountains in Japan.
Not quite.
No.
I'm hesitating with that. I don't want to just immediately no but you here as opposed to yes and, but I can't. You're starting to head the right way.
Oh, is it like a ratio of the height of the building? So, for example, like if you're on a floor on the way down, you're like you're below the building by 1.01 whatever building's worth. Is the one a quantity of something? Is it relative to a height?
It is a quantity of something. It's not height.
Okay.
It's certainly related to the height. The numbers do get steadily more negative as you go up, but it's not telling you how high you are.
Steadily more negative as you go up. Okay. Ooh. And if there were to be an underground area of this building, would the numbers get steadily higher as you went down?
No, you'd have to move where the 0 point was.
Okay. So let's try and figure out where the 0 point is then. Okay. So where could the 0 point? Could it be? It's not sea level.
Is it important that this is in Japan?
I have actually seen this in a few places in Japan, and I've never seen it outside there. But it's more a social thing. It's intended to kind of nudge human behavior a little.
I was going to say, it must be there for a reason, to sort of provide information.
Oh, is it to do with getting exercise in some way? Like you're climbing up stairs and that is exercising you?
Yep. So what might those numbers represent?
Sort of how many calories you're burning?
Calories. Yes.
Oh,
You got it. You got it. Oh, well done, Jack.
So what would the 0 point be?
The bottom of the stairs, really.
yeah.
Yep. It starts at 0 at the bottom of the stairs. And as you
brilliant.
step up, there is just a marker on each step showing how many calories in the colloquial term, kilocalories, you have burned going up. It's not much. It's a fraction of a calorie per step, but they mark them out for you. I've seen this in a couple train stations in Tokyo when I was there. There's a few places that just tell you how many calories you burn going up the steps in an attempt to encourage that.
I feel like it might be more discouraging having to look at it and see, I've walked up all these steps and I've burned exactly 3 calories. Good.
Sort of a chocolate biscuit or something. It's like 100 calories, isn't it? So it's sort of, yeah.
I feel like that's particularly interesting because, as far as I recall, now you have to fact check me on this, but I think that calories were invented by, like the idea of 10,000 steps, for example, was invented by a Japanese pedometer maker. And so maybe this is just the idea of like fitness every day, as opposed to like always working out all the time, but just generally incorporating fitness into your day might be more of a like general government policy or cultural thing in Japan than it is over in the West.
I think it is, but it also sort of had the opposite effect on me in that I was coming up to, I think it was Tamachi Station, which has this. I looked at the steps and it told me it's going to be about 3 calories. And I thought, I'll just take the escalator. It doesn't make that much difference.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
As if the only point of exercising is to burn calories.
I actually do have one single fact about Japanese pedometers, which is a very me fact to have.
I want a jingle for this. I want like Corry's Japanese pedometer fact jingle to go in here.
Corry's Japanese pedometer facts.
So, for the release of Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, there was a Poke Walker. And it was basically a pedometer. It let you catch little Pokemon on it. But it was such a good pedometer that all of the pedometer companies were like, oh, we should try and copy this. There have been studies on this pedometer because it was more accurate than anything else on the market. But it was just made to get kids to buy more Pokemon stuff and walk around. So there you go.
That has been Corry's Japanese pedometer fact.